Welcome to the Crunch McDabbles Show. I'm your host, Crunch McDabbles. This is the only show where we put your favorite weapons head to head to find out which one packs more of a wallop. Today's show, the Greatsword versus the Greatpick. I wanted to know for a while just how good is the Greatpick. We saw a little of it in the DPS showdown we did, and it did some crazy damage. But today, let's find out definitively, once and for all, which is better, a Greatsword or a Greatpick. Now, to make things equal, we're going to use two exactly identical fighters with the power attack feat line. This includes power attack, furious focus at level 6, brutal finish at level 12. The only difference is going to be the weapons. We'll compare them at level 1, level 6, level 13, and level 20, and let's just say, let the best weapon win. And in this corner, wielding the Greatpick, Paul the Piercer. Give it up for Paul. And in this corner, she swings first and she asks questions later. Bra Baruch. Up first at level 1, Paul the Piercer. He has an 18 strength. He has expert proficiency with the Greatpick. He has power attack, and it's turned up to 11. He'll make one attack with the power attack and a second at -10, so good luck with that attack. This will be against an armor class of 17. You can see he is hitting pretty easily, dealing 15 points of damage on a hit with that power attack, and critical hits blowing up for 40.5 average damage of luscious, piercing power attack damage. He is ready, and release the zombie. Ooh, yep, that got him. He got him good. 15.9 average damage for that round. Not bad, not bad. Let's see if Bra can do better. And here comes Bra. She is dealing more damage on a normal hit, one more damage on average, but she's giving up something on the critical hits, not dealing nearly as much damage on critical hits. Let's find out if that works for her. It looks like she's ready. Release the zombie. Oh, goodness. Oh, have mercy. Oh, 15.7. It's not enough. That round goes to Paul the Piercer. What a disappointment. Bra looks shocked. We move on to level 6. They have gotten the coveted Furious Focus feat. It's only available to fighters, by the way. Don't try and look for this in your Mauler archetype store, because it's not there. It lets you make a second attack after your power attack at -5 instead of -10. Let's see how that works out. Paul looks like he's getting ready, finding just the right grip on that Greatpick. The thing about Paul, let's pull up those 6th level stats. At 5th level, he gained Fighter Weapon Mastery. This added in master proficiency with the group of weapons, in his case picks, and it adds the critical weapon specialization effects for any weapon that you have master proficiency. For a Greatpick, that adds 2 damage for every weapon die on critical hits. Now remember, power attack, that adds an extra weapon die. That's going to give him even more damage on power attack crits. And he's using a +1 striking Greatpick now, adding another damage die on a hit. So more damage dice, more damage on his critical hits, which were already devastating. It looks like he's ready. Release the zombie. Oh, goodness. Ouch. You never get used to that. So much blood. 30.4 damage. Wow, that is going to be tough to beat. And Bra is up. She's in a hole right now. She needs to dig down deep and find the focus if she wants to get back into this. Again, you see, she's dealing more damage on regular hits. Now it's 2 better with the power attack, but Paul is still piling in more critical hit damage. Let's see if she can match that. Release the zombie. Golly. Oh, for the love of Zol, there's blood everywhere. Not enough. It's not enough. 29.7. She's short. It goes to Paul, and he's just 1 win away from taking this match with 2 levels to go. Let's see what happens. At level 13, both of these damage-dealing duelers took the feat Brutal Finish. If there is a better feat in this game, I'm not sure. It's a fighter feat, and you can get this one in the Mauler archetype. It's an attack. When you make it, it ends your turn. So just make it your last attack. Then you can say, ha, my turn was over anyways. You're not the boss of me. Not only does it add an extra die of damage when you hit, making it kind of a mini power attack on your last attack, even if you miss with this one, you add in a die of damage, which makes it even more useful on that last attack because there's going to be a lot of misses there with the high multiple attack penalty. So now we pull up the stats for Powell, and you can see there the power attack since level 10, now it's adding 2 extra die of damage instead of just 1. And this is what makes power attack really, really strong. Not only that, the Greatpick, remember, is adding 2 extra damage on crits per weapon die from that weapon critical specialization effect. And that's now 5 die on the power attack, so that's 10 bonus crit specialization damage on a power attack crit. That's just nasty. And it looks like he's ready. Release the zombie. Oh, dear. Oh, Shellin, have mercy. The damage, 66.9. Wow, that does it. That's gonna do it. This could be over. Here comes Brabra. She needs to beat a 66.9 or this one's over. She grips that sword tight. Not too tight, Brabra. There you go. She is once again dealing in that extra damage on regular hits, but the critical hits are eating her up. Now with the extra die of damage from power attack, each dice you can see it's giving her another +1 difference from Powell on regular hits. So the 5 dice power attack is a 5 difference from the heavy pick on a regular hit. Let's see if that's enough. Release the zombie. Oh, Magnamar. Oh, for the love of Siren Ray's Herald. 67.2. She did it. She did it. Wow, she did it. One more round to go. Can she force the tie? Or is this just holding off the inevitable? Level 20 coming up. And on to level 20. They both have an extra attack each round because they both have the feat Weapon Supremacy. Will that have an impact? Also, power attack is adding in 3 bonus dice of damage as of level 18. Will that have an impact? Let's find out together. And here comes Powell. Okay, I've just been informed it's pronounced Paul. Well, that kind of tripped me up there, the hyphen in there. So it's Paul the Piercer. That actually has a nice ring to it. I guess I should have found out that before I started this, but Paul steps up, critical hit power attack. Now they're dealing in 139 average damage. Wow, that's frightening. Plus a regular attack at -5, plus a third brutal finish at -10. Here goes. He looks ready. Let's find out what happens. Release the zombie. Oh, sweet begonias. Owie. 108 average damage, triple digits. Brabra, you better have some magic in that old sweet hat of yours because you've got a mountain to climb, Frosty, and you might be about to melt. Looking at her stats, you can see there's quite an improvement in the regular hits. 7 difference on the power attacks on a regular hit compared to Paul, but still not nearly as much on the critical hits. Is that going to be enough? We're about to find out. She looks good. She looks confident, but is confidence enough? Here goes. Release the zombie. Oh, that's just gross. Oh no. 109.5. Incredible. What a comeback. She forced the tie. It's unbelievable. That's truly remarkable. We got to see a great battle here between 2 duelists. They are really dealing some good damage. I'll give them that much. Let's go to the post show. Which is better, the Greatpick or the Greatsword? I have to admit, I was surprised how well the Greatpick does. It's certainly legit. Even being that smaller base damage die, the increased crit damage is really, really rowdy. The conclusion here is, use the weapon you like for your character. Pathfinder seems to have set this up so that these 2 weapons get to a very similar point by drastically different means, which is really interesting. So if you like big damage spikes, if seeing those giant numbers when you critically hit is what's really your jam, the Greatpick is going to give you those. But overall, it's not a better weapon. So you can choose the weapon that you want for the theme of your character without giving up that much. And that's really what's McDabbles approved. Yes, we like looking for those subtle improvements that might make you a little better at your game, but always know that the McDabbles Institute strongly supports giving up a little bit of power or optimization in favor of a strong thematic build, the one that you want, to an extent, right? The numbers breakdown on this comparison was completely fascinating if you like numbers. As we said, on regular hits, the Greatsword was always 1 average damage better per weapon die on the hit. So you can see at first level when there was just 1 weapon die involved on the regular hit and 2 on the power attack, all the way up to 20th level when there was 7 weapon die on the attack. That made the regular hit 7 better. And counterbalancing that, the critical hits for the Greatpick continued to improve in power throughout the leveling process. Now, my original hypothesis was this. As 2 hit improved, or as armor class decreased, really anything that makes you hit more often and as a result crit more often would favor the Greatpick, because more crits would add to that damage. So I was just assuming that this would be linear and consistent. Lower armor class, more damage from the Greatpick. And that proved to be true looking at these 3 comparisons at first level. At first level against armor class 15, the Greatpick is better. Against armor class 17, the Greatpick is still better, but the gap is closing. And against an extreme armor class of 20, the Greatsword wins out. But this doesn't mean use a Greatpick against low armor class monsters, because what I noticed was this wasn't linear, because there is a point of diminishing returns, and the reason is this. Look at on these second hits. There's a point when there are so few hits that the extra crit damage that you automatically get for rolling a 20, that is rolling a 20 that is a hit, that one big damage, when it's coupled with only a couple of hits, it starts to favor the Greatpick again. So you end up with a curve, not a straight line. We need a name for that curve. So it is interesting, and hey, the conclusion is great. You can use whichever weapon you want. There's no clear advantage one over the other. If you love big numbers, the Greatpick is for you. Your crits will be higher, but your overall damage will be comparable. Also, I think the Greatpick, or all the picks, they're just really cool weapons visually. I mean, who wants to mess with this guy? A beefy Brutus with that instrument of death in his hands? No thanks, right? But also a ranger with a couple picks in his hand? That's just really cool visually too. So the picks with their fatal damage and critical specialization damage, yeah, they're great. They're definitely top tier weapons. And that is it. I've been your host, Crunch McDabbles. This has been the Crunch McDabbles Show. Grab a Greatpick and make the forces of evil pay for their insolence with some nasty critical hits. And here comes Brabra. She needs to beat 66.9 or this thing's over. She grips that Greatsword tight. Not too tight, Brabra. There you go. There you go. This, once again, she's dealing in that extra damage on regular hits, but the critical hits are eating her up. Now with the extra die of damage from the power attack, each dice gives her another +1 difference from Raoul on regular hits. Raoul, darn it. Each dice gives her another +1 difference from Raoul on... I did again, darn it. Here comes... Here comes... Here comes... Here comes Brabra. She needs a 66.9 or better, or this thing's over. She grips that so... One more time. I got this. Here comes Brabra. She needs a 66.9 or this... Nope, that's not even it. Here comes Brabra. She needs to beat a 66.9 or this thing's over. She grips that Greatsword tight. Not too tight. There you go, Brabra. She is once again dealing in that extra damage on regular... Shoot. Here comes Brabra. She needs to beat a 66.9 or this thing's over. She grips that sword tight. Not too tight, Brabra. There you go. Brabra, you better have some magic in that old sweet hat of yours, because you've got a mountain to climb. Brabra... It's so funny. Brabra... I'm a professional. I can do this. Brabra, you better have some magic in that old sweet hat of yours. I can't even say it. Brabra, you better have some... Oh, shoot.
But Barbara, I thought we...
You know, my name is Barbara.
Barbara.
B-R-A-H. B-R-A-H.
Braha.
Barbara.